There we go. Normally it is recording now. All right, good. Let's start with going over the price charts from yesterday. Let me first check what we have for news. I hope you're all having a great week already. I have had some beautiful ideas, but we will go over that in a moment. For today, we do have some ADP non-farm employment change. This is Wednesday, so normally this is like the pre-event of our NFP events we will see this Friday. Yes, it is. So this could have some big impacts here. All right. So between 2:15 and 4, you can see some things happening in the charts. So make sure that you always have the right risk management and be aware that there is a lot of possibilities that the market will shoot some wicks in certain directions. All right, especially with this ADP and unemployment claims. In my opinion, these are the two biggest news events for today. All right. Of course, we also have some news events tomorrow and the NFP on Friday, but I will warn you guys again tomorrow. All right. So good. Let's go over the price charts we had. The very first one here, gold. Of course, we didn't break out. So if we don't break out, we don't have any opportunity to react on this. So we simply wait till we have a breakout on this one. Let's first start with all the pairs that broke out, but didn't really gave us a retest. All right. So first of all, we have Euro JPY. This one just broke out. So we are basically just waiting on this one for a retest back into our zone. All right. So let me put an alert on this one. There we go. Then we have NZD Canadian, same thing. We just broke out. So patiently waiting till we get a proper retest on this one. Of course, if you're watching this chart, it's pretty simple and pretty obvious that we have a massive supply zone sitting here. So this is a very interesting zone to see the market get back to and give us that proper retest. All right. Then we have AD NZD. We already had a beautiful idea from this breakout retest. And again, we have a beautiful breakout retest on this one also. So there were some opportunities here to react to it. Just after spread hour, we did have some good price actions, some good candlestick patterns, but there were also some other opportunities or possibilities to react on this one. Okay, what we can do right now is pretty simple. We can just use that new resistance zone and see if we can follow up that uptrend that we are creating in these last couple of days. All right, so let's put a zone here, add an alert, of course. So there we go, price chart zones, and then of course the alert for our resistance. Okay. There we go. Then we have UJ. We also had a pretty good retest on this one. So market broke out, came back for the retest, rejected pretty strong on this one here. If we go to the 30-minute and the 50-minute time frame, you see that this was a very strong reaction to the upside. So you did have kind of an opportunity to react on this one and take the market all the way up. All right. So this was also an opportunity if you were just simply following the price action and following the breakout and retest. Okay. We now have, again, a 1 hour high where we are now waiting for a proper retest. Okay. We simply follow these trends. Okay. If the market keeps on breaking highs, we can keep on searching for higher lows. The moment we see the market start to, let me put a red flag on this one. The moment we see the market start to break lows, of course, we're going to look at the other direction. Okay. It's just as simple as that. Okay. So there we go. That's UJ. Then we have Euro NZD, still waiting for that retest. I want to see the market getting deeper into my zone to get a proper retest and follow up on this uptrending movement we have seen for the last couple of weeks. So pretty simple. Then we have GJ. This one took off without us, all right? Never came back to our zone, never had any opportunity to react on this. So I'm going to delete it. Maybe I will come back on the end of the session. But now, for now, I'm just going to leave it alone, okay? For Canadian JPY, same thing. We never really got back to the zone, so we never really had an opportunity to react on this one here. So I'm gonna delete it. Maybe I will come back. Maybe I will trap it again on the end of the session. We shall see. Okay. For ADJPY, same thing. We never really came back to our previous price trap, but at this moment we have a new breakout, so we can simply wait for the market to give us a new retest also. All right. So I'm gonna put an alert on this one. If you want to make your trading as passive as possible, make sure to start using these alerts in a good and proper way. This makes your trading a lot more passive than being behind the charts every single 15-minute or these kind of things. Okay, so good. Then we have Canadian GCAP. GCAP broke out, came back for the retest. We already had an opportunity right over here. All right, we had this first demand zone sitting here. And the market reacted pretty strong on this one. All right, we had a 1 hour engulfing, 30-minute time frame was also rejecting with an engulfing candle, and then we had the 50-minute time frame that showed us some morning stars or other opportunities where you could react on. Of course, like I said yesterday, with price trap, you can basically react in so many different ways. You just gotta find yourself some good confirmations and good rules to really get yourself in these markets on a good way. All right, good. So let me put a new resistance zone on this one. I do expect the market to give us a bigger and better retest, but I want to make sure I'm already ready. So if the market goes above these highs and starts creating that uptrending structure, then I'm ready. All right, but I do see the market getting lower today to give us that proper higher low to then start breaking up again. All right. Of course, if we keep respecting the uptrending structure, if we start breaking the lows, it's pretty simple. We look at the other direction. Then we have NZD USD. NZD USD is a pretty interesting chart right now. We are deeper into our zone. We are reacting here at this first supply zone. I do expect the market to get a little higher here. So if you reacted on this, I totally understand, because we have a lot of price action points where we could potentially react with our 5-step confirmation. But I do see this beautiful imbalance zone together with some supply sitting here where the market could potentially go to, especially if we are looking at news today. We see a lot of times that the news will spike into these kind of zones to then follow the direction it was actually moving. Okay, so this is what I'm looking for NZD USD. If we move on, we have NZD-JPY here. For NZD-JPY, yeah, we had a beautiful idea. I was already saying it yesterday. I hope you took advantage of this one. I told you guys, this black candle was very interesting to see the market react on and start moving higher again. All right, so you had a 1-on-3 risk to reward opportunity here on NZD-JPY. This was live on a session. This was in the morning, like 8. Like you can see, 8 o'clock, we did a small retracement, created engulfing candles. So you had so many different ways or moments to react here with NZD JPY. Okay, so I'm going to add a new resistance zone on this one. If the market follows up this trend, we have a new opportunity to follow the trend. Okay, there we go. Amazing idea on this one also. Good. Then we have GA. Like I said, GA, I left my zone on here because I wanted to show you guys that I was looking for this. And I told you, I said like this small imbalance and supply zone that is sitting there was really catching my attention here. So my entry point was around this area. I put my stop loss just above the highs, so it was around 25 pip stop. And like you can see, market is really getting in some good profits here. Okay, 1-on-3 is 75 pips, of course, but you can go for the lows also if you want to follow up this downtrending movement, or at least this little demand zone that is sitting here on the lows. Okay, so beautiful 1-on-3 running. It's not there yet, but a beautiful idea from yesterday. Okay, so that's it. These are the price traps. I'm going to delete everything here. There we go. These were all the price traps we had yesterday. We have some new opportunities. We have some price traps that didn't do anything. So let's check through the pairs if we have some more interesting stuff going on for this week. All right. Good. 80 Canadian, I'm gonna leave it like it is. Of course, we have 80 JPY where we can potentially wait for this retest of the breakout. 80 USD, nothing to see here. Very ugly chart. Like you can see, market is really in that consolidation phase. I'd rather have the market trending and really breaking highs or breaking lows than trying to mess up with these kind of consolidation moments of the charts. All right. Of course, for AD and ZD, waiting for that breakout retest to the upside to follow up this uptrending movement. Let's move on. Euro AD, I don't like it. Euro JPY waiting for a proper retest. We are reacting pretty strong right now. Not sure, is there any news going on right now? Not really. Not really. All right. So let's see if we can get a proper retest on this one. Euro Canadian, nope, don't like it. If you have any pairs that you reacted on yesterday that wasn't in the list, so I didn't review, or you have any price traps ready for today, just let me know. All right, it's always fun or always nice to see to what you guys are looking at. All right, so GA, just gonna leave that there to see where we will get. GCAT, we still have that opportunity over there. I'm gonna leave GJ like it is. GN is interesting. We're like stuck in this little consolidation phase. So this resistance is obvious. For the support, that's something else, all right? So let me make this resistance ready. There we go. Now, if I'm talking about GN, why am I saying like the support is something else? The support is something different? Because in my opinion, this is not really the last point of structure that will change the trend, okay? I'm gonna draw this support, but just because I know there is an opportunity we can react on in a counter trend movement, okay? So I would be looking to take the market down if we have the breakout retest, of course, to catch some demand right over here or catch some demand lower in price. Because if we go to the 4-hour time frame, this is pretty obvious. We have just made a break of these highs. So the chances are very high that we will give a retracement deeper in these zones, this black candle or this one here, and then starts moving higher again. Okay, so please be aware of that one. If you're looking to have the breakout retest to the downside, we are counter trending. All right, this is against what the market is or what the highs and lows are showing us. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. This is a very important one. And if you're lucky, it's not making sense, but it's making euros. Okay, NZD Canadian waiting for a proper retest. If you're asking yourself, like, yeah, what are you looking for? What do you want to see for NZD Canadian? Like I said, we have some beautiful supply sitting in this zone here. All right, so I would love to see the market get back to this zone, this area, get some price action, or I don't know how you want to react to the price traps, and then take the market down to follow up this downtrending movement. Okay, so very interesting over there. NZD-JPY, I'm gonna give this one a new color, the red flag. Of course, what we can do is simply delete this support zone because that's far away. It's not that this isn't valid anymore, but the last point of structure that the market has created in this uptrending movement is this one here. So if we want to see a change in direction, this is really the low that needs to get broken. Makes sense, right? There we go. Break supports. Then we have NZD USD. Like I said, also waiting for a higher retracement, a higher retest here would make sense with NZD Canadian. So if NZD Canadian starts to push higher, the chances are very high that NZD USD will also start pushing higher to catch some supply higher in this zone. USD Canadian, don't like it. USD JPY, waiting on a good and proper retest. Canadian JPY, no, I'm gonna leave that one alone. And then we have gold. Yes, that will be it for today. These are all the price traps I would be interested in. So we have gold, AUD, NZD, GN, and NZD JPY that needs to break out. Okay, so still in between our zones. Then we have AUD JPY, Euro NZD, USD JPY, NZD Canadian, and Euro JPY, where we are waiting for a deeper and proper retest. And then we have GCAT and NZD USD, where we are simply in our zone and we need to pay attention because we are getting to some interesting demand and supply levels. All right. The only one I have also left is, of course, GA, but I just leave this one on the charts to see how far we will get with this beautiful idea. But yesterday for me it was a take profit. Right now I'm risk-free on GA, so let's see how this one turns out. Okay, so a beautiful week so far. Again, we have 11 price swaps for today, so please make sure to always follow your risk plan, make sure to always follow your trading plan, because it's good to have a lot of ideas, to have a lot of options in the charts, but it's also dangerous. It's dangerous to start over trading, to start messing around with your risk management. So please, I personally always have a limit of 1 to 2% that I can risk on a day. This means that I can take 1 to 4 trades on one day. But to be honest, the most trades that I take on the day is 3, all right? Most of the time it's only 1 or 2, all right? So just find yourself that sweet spot, okay? Reflect on yourself, take a journal, make sure you know everything, how you personally react in the charts. A lot of people think this is bullshit. A lot of people think like, I don't need this. I know myself well enough, but believe me, I thought the same. And I was trading without journaling, without writing down my thoughts, writing down how I emotionally react in the charts. But I was always like, why can't I get profitable? And the moment I started reading books around trading, like Trading in the Zone, The Way of the Turtle, Daily Trading Coach, all different books that I've read, they were all talking about, come on, reflect on yourself, make sure to write down your emotions, make sure that you know yourself, how you personally react in these charts. And I started doing that, and in that way I started seeing a certain pattern. I started seeing something that I was always getting in that same pattern. So I started building rules around these emotional events and emotional actions I made in the charts, so I can keep myself away from that. It's easy to set these rules. It's easy to say to yourself, only 2 to 3 trades on a day. It's easy to say to yourself, only 0.5% every single trade. It's easy to say to yourself, I'm gonna only follow the trend. But it's doing it that is the hardest part, all right? That is just being consistent and being disciplined in your rules, and what you would say you would do and actually doing it is the most important part, all right? So don't be too harsh on yourself if you are like in the first couple of days not really following it, but just take it step by step. It's the same thing like for me personally, when I stopped working and when I went full-time in trading, I got lost, all right? I didn't know what to do with my time. I had so much time, I didn't know what to do, so I got lost a little bit, and I had to build up my routine again, because we are people. We love to live in a routine. We love to have something that we can hold ourselves to every single day. So what I did was I was just building small habits, like 10 pages of reading, 30 minutes of backtesting, 30 minutes of journaling, but not only in one day, really in a period of 3 to 6 months. And I was like, when I really mastered the habit of reading every single day, I can go to the next habit. When I master the next habit, I can go to the next habit. And that's the way how I personally build it up, because I tried it in the beginning. Do it all at once. I will change right now. I will journal. I will read. I will work out. I will do this. I will do that. That's too much in one moment. So build it up step by step, habit by habit. All right. Very important. All right. This was a small mindset moment here. Let's go. Let's just cover the crypto charts. Let me show you what I'm looking at and what I do expect in the couple of weeks that are coming. At this point, market beautifully reacted on my zone yesterday. I should start trading crypto. I should start trading Bitcoin. It's insane what kind of entries I take from these charts without even noticing it. But like you can see, we are beautifully reacting on this supply zone. Now it's a moment of respecting or breaking. Okay, so if we can respect these lows, I'm still pretty bullish because we are really reacting on the previous low here. But if we start going below this, there is a very high chance we will go lower to 53, 52 area. All right, and maybe lower. Okay, so let's see. We are still in between the highest high and then this low over here. As long as we are in between this, we can still go high and react on the equal highs, go low, react on the equal lows, go high again. So we are still in between the consolidation phase. As long as we don't break any structure, we cannot know where the market is going. Of course, you can go lower time frame, like I've been doing the last couple of weeks. If you paid attention to the last 5 minutes of my sessions, I was analyzing a lot on the 1 hour, on the 4 hour, and I was showing where we could potentially go to. All right. And it was pretty accurate. You can go to the recordings of my sessions on YouTube and you will see it. Okay. Then for Ethereum, almost exactly the same thing. We beautifully reacted here on this supply zone. Okay. So let's see if we can hold this or break it. Okay. I do believe with Ethereum, if I'm looking at this chart, that we still needs to get lower. Okay. So this imbalance, this beautiful demand that is waiting here is a very beautiful target to look at and to potentially create that higher low to start climbing higher again. Okay. And that's a little bit the vision I have. If there are no more questions, I'm going to just leave it like this for today. Like I said, 11 price traps. Always make sure to follow your plan. Always make sure to stick to your trading rules. This is a very important one. Okay. All right. Gold is breaking. Let me go through one more time. Just give it a quick look. What's happening here? Okay. NZD/JPY pushing higher. So very high chance NZD/USD is doing the same. Yes, sir. And let's check the last 5 here. Okay, waiting for these retests. NZD Canadian also pushing higher. Euro JPY waiting for a good retest here. All right, good. That will be it. Break resistance on gold. There we go. 1 hour close. What I do lately is I use this lowest line to use my resistance, my retest alert, because otherwise I keep getting these alerts while the market isn't ready yet. Okay, good. That's it. I want to wish you all a beautiful, beautiful day. We see each other back, of course, tomorrow morning at 8:30 a.m. Brussels time zone or Central Europe time zone for a brand new session where we will go over and review all the price swaps, of course, and where we will make some new price swaps for that new day. So thank you all for being here. I wish you the best, and we see each other back tomorrow. Ciao, ciao.